What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Monday edition of The Squeeze. I am Tyler Conium. It's Monday. It's a new week. We didn't have a losing day last week. So after 2 weeks ago, that was brutal. Could not win a bet. 1-2. Oh, we started 2 weeks ago, started 3-0. And then ended up down 5 units. So lost 8 units over the next 5 days. Made it all back this week. Finished the week 10-5-1, up 4.8 units. We made it all back if you trailed that. So yesterday we had the Toronto Blue Jays in the first 5 innings. They were down 3-0, but they came back and won that game. Monster win going into the All-Star break. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, a lot for the second half, I think. So we started that way, but we hit the Dallas Wings won by 1 point against Indiana. So we hit the Dallas and Las Vegas WNBA parlay, and the BC Lions we had -7. I'm now, I think, 13-6 and up 7 units betting the CFL this year. So that is something, obviously, I mean, I do it anyway. I bet every single CFL game, but we'll definitely be continuing to do that. If you followed the Discord, we also had a Boston Red Sox money line and a Tampa Bay Rays +1.5 parlay. That was a +137 parlay that hit as well. So it was a very good day yesterday. If you follow all the bets everywhere that I post them, overall, we were up 8 units. So we made it all back, which is nice. It's the Home Run Derby. And before we get into talking about that, I just want to mention the QR code on the side of the screen, the link in the description below. Use that code, use that link, sign up for a new sportsbook, make a minimum deposit, and you're guaranteed to have the best exclusive offers and bonuses thanks to my partnership with Betstamp and with these books. Coming soon to the Discord. Get in the Discord. The link is in the description as well. Coming soon to the Discord as of probably, because tomorrow's the off day with the video, so I have time to work on this kind of thing. I'm going to be adding all the links directly into the Discord, and if you join the Discord, you are in Canada, you will be eligible to get a minimum deposit paid for by me to sign up for a new sportsbook. No strings attached. You'll just have to sign up for a book, use the money that I give you to make a bet, do whatever you want after that. If you win, great. If you lose, don't care. That is coming soon to the Discord, so get in there. That is in the link in the description below as well. Precursor. None of these bets are going to count to the overall record. It's the Home Run Derby. The odds are big. This is just for fun. It's a fun thing that I'm doing. There is nothing else to bet on aside from Wimbledon. Obviously, there's no bets tomorrow because it's my day off. And then we're just going to have to kind of see what we can do the rest of the week. I'll make videos, but there's no baseball again until Friday. There's some CFL. I do bet the WNBA, so we'll see. But it is very much a week empty time of the year, so we'll see. But these bets I'm not going to count officially. It's just for fun. Whenever it's All-Star Game stuff, I like just doing it just for fun. So we're going to start off with who's going to win the Home Run Derby. I'm taking Pete Alonso. He is the favorite, and it's hard to bet against Pete Alonso. He's won this Derby twice. He won it in 2020, 2021, did not win it last year, and he's back this year. This guy loves this event. This guy cares about this event. And the New York Mets, they're not very good. There's not a lot for the New York Mets to be playing for right now, and this could be something that Pete Alonso looks at as like, this could be the highlight of the season for him. He's also no slouch. He's coming into this tied for third in the MLB in home runs. He's got 26. He trails only Matt Olson and Shohei Ohtani, both of which are not participating in the Home Run Derby. So he's tied with Mookie Betts, Luis Roberts, who are in the Home Run Derby, but Pete Alonso's got to be the favorite. He's the guy who just cares the most. And I mean, you can go through and you can do this is a really fun event also to live bet as you get into once it actually starts and looking at the matchups, looking at the bracket. You can do the bracket beforehand and make bets. You can be watching it live and making some bets, which is what I think I'm probably going to do as you go through. Because I don't want to take it too seriously. You just want to have some fun. So as it's going, you can see, who exhausted himself in round 1, who didn't, who had an easier round, that sort of thing. I just think Pete Alonso, he's primed to be he would join Ken Griffey Jr. As a player to win the Home Run Derby 3 times. And I think this is the year that he gets it done. Who knows how many more opportunities he will have. So I'm taking Pete Alonso plus 300. I'm just going to do a half a unit on that. I'm not going to go crazy here. So I'm personally just laying half a unit on Pete Alonso to win the Home Run Derby at plus 300. All these bets, by the way, are at DraftKings. Second bet of the day, I'm doing a first round parlay of Luis Robert and Vladdy Guerrero to advance to the second round. Luis Robert has arguably the easiest. I don't want to call anything easy, but he will face Adley Rutschman in the first round, who only has 11 home runs going into this derby. He's also got the lowest barrel rate of all of the competitors. Meanwhile, Robert, he has the highest barrel rate, and history is working against Rutschman, as just 4 switch hitters have advanced past the first round in derby history. In addition, Ruben Sierra, there's a name from the past, is the only switch hitter to ever win the derby, and that was in 1989. Luis Roberts' 26 home runs were the most among MLB outfielders this season, and he comes into this event having hit 10 home runs since June 15th, which is the 3rd most in the MLB over that span. So that's the reason that I like that there. I've got Vladdy Guerrero. His first round match is going to be Adolis Garcia. Vladdy Guerrero had the record for most home runs in a derby, even though he didn't win it in 2019. He hit 91 of them. That's the most ever in the event's history. Didn't win it. I think that's going to motivate him. It's a strange situation watching Vladdy every day. A lot of times players will say going into the home run derby can destroy their swing. This is a situation where I actually think it might help Vladimir's swing and help his power. He's only got 13 home runs going into this, but he's got exit velocity of 109.1. When he does hit a home run, that's the 3rd in the MLB behind only Shohei Ohtani and Ronald Acuna. So, I think that Vladdy Guerrero, I think it's going to be a big spot for him, because he had that monster 2019 season where he hit 40. And he hasn't really done, I don't want to say he hasn't done much. He hasn't reached sort of the heights that I think he was expected to do. And I think that he does do that this year. I like his matchup with Adolis Garcia. Garcia right now is sitting on 23 home runs. He's 6th in the MLB. As I mentioned, Vladdy only has 13. But Vladimir likes the big stage. He's got, his dad's going to be there, I'm sure. I like the big stage. So I'm taking Luis Roberts to beat Rutschman, and I'm taking Guerrero to beat Garcia in the first round. And that is it's a plus 116 parlay, also at DraftKings. And the last bet of the day, who wants to bet unders in a home run derby? Even though it's juiced to the under, I'm not taking the under in a home run derby, okay? I'm taking over 490.5 feet to be the longest, over that to be one of the longest home runs in the derby today. Now, you might say, well, that's interesting because no one's ever hit a ball that far at T-Mobile/Safeco Field before, and that is true. The longest home run ever hit at Safeco was a 470-foot home run by Mike Zunino in June of 2018. It's not only the longest home run at T-Mobile Park in the StatCast era, but it was also the longest of Zunino's season, and it was the 17th hardest ball hit in the big leagues that year. You also have Chris Carter, who hit one 465 feet, CJ Cron 464, Shohei Ohtani 463 feet. That was with an exit velocity of 116.5. Those are regular season baseballs. You're not going to see regular season baseballs tonight. These balls are going to be juiced to the absolute gills. People want to see home runs. It's a big all-star game for the MLB in terms of ratings. You're not going to have Ohtani there. You're not going to have Matt Olson there. You don't have your 2 biggest home run hitters here. They want to see some absolute bombs, okay? And I think it was last year the longest was over 500 feet. I think you see a 500-foot home run today. The dome is supposed to be around 70, 71 degrees. Obviously, the colder it gets, the harder it is to hit it long. But you've got the first round where the weather's still a little bit warm. You've got lots of humidity because this is in Seattle. And you've got guys at their most well-rested in the first round with the most opportunity to get it done. And again, I think they're basically going to be playing with rubber baseballs in this one. You're going to see some absolute bombs. So even though it's never happened, I also like that it's going to be juiced to that. And it's also fun that you get to root for this on every single pitch. This is something that, in terms of most home runs or even round to round, you're sweating a little bit. There's going to be 500 balls thrown to the batters in this derby, and every single time you get to root for one to go over 490.5 feet. And who's rooting? You got a home run derby, and hit it out, but not that hard. Like, that to me is absolutely silly. It's just something fun to do. So I am taking the longest home run to go over 490.5 feet. That's minus 110. Again, all these bets are at DraftKings. If you want to sign up for a DraftKings account, use the QR code, use the link in the description below, hit DraftKings, make a minimum deposit, and you're guaranteed to be matched for the best exclusive offers and the best exclusive bonuses. Also, get in that Discord, and we'll discuss this, and I'll have some more plays throughout the day. So those are your 3 bets for the home run derby tonight. I've got Pete Alonso to win this derby at plus 300. I've got Luis Robert and Vladdy Guerrero in a first round parlay for plus 116, and I've got the longest home run to go over 490.5 feet. As always, drop a comment if you're fading or following. You can follow me across all social media channels, links in the description for those, and the audio is on Apple and on Spotify. Let's have a great Monday. I'll see you again on Wednesday, and let's enjoy the derby.